skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, all on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, all on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the you know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, Just for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When the not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out for this, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch. Ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist,
Ice all on my wrist, AOB, just all off of getting money since I was legit. Ever since I blew, they all on
sports. Up next, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New Orleans Saints. With that, let's
football as their Saints get ready to do battle with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
Wentz now on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now Howard. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on second and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football.
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a... ...16-yard long. On the play. And that's going to bring up a second at about a mile here.
Second down.
Ready? Yellow waiting. 65, 65. 65.
Toss play, Kamara. And he's going to take... this one down inside the 45.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It'll be a loss of 15 on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down.
Well, it wasn't so much that it looked like the offense was threatening. They were. I mean, they had great field position, but how about the defense on that one? Huge stop on third down.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on fourth and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. There's no doubt about it. People are wondering what that decision was.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score. This is taken about 7 yards deep. A little juke. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And his bid for the 1st down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the 1st quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. Flush to his right. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan.
Like the footwork back there. I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Philadelphia picking up the 1st on a gain of 15.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. Now Wentz. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Howard all alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Got him in. Open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that'll make it third down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. And this will be caught at the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play. Breeze finding Thomas. 48 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, let's go. Thomas. 6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
On the counter, here's Kamara. A nice little juke. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Ready. 95, 56.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Rabbit.
On 2nd and 15 now. Breeze completes this one to Meredith. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Steps away. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brandon Graham applying the heat off the edge.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 37 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one.
Delay of game, offense.
And partner, in all of our talks with head coaches, they talk about having multiple 2-point plays ready in today's NFL. They may have to go to an alternate one now after that penalty.
Now Breeze will bring the Saints offense up to go for 2 here. To throw, it's Breeze. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Wentz going to throw. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Throwing on first is Wentz. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that? What was
maybe
that?
They saw something on film, but do you see something on film when it was to try something from the 15 on the PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post. Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game, for here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
Breeze now on first down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Brandon Graham in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. He'll air it out deep for Thomas, and it's knocked away and incomplete. Rodney McLeod that time able to knock it away.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Breeze. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It was the veteran safety, Malcolm Jenkins, who got a hand in there to disrupt it. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on fourth down.
Well, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they could do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Now Breeze again. Gets it to Meredith complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play. Backfires in a big way. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Carson Wentz and the Eagles getting set to take over. And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And that's how you generate excitement on a team, keep your offense moving at a really high level. And it's also how you establish leadership, by playing that well. 3 touchdown passes, that's the way to lead. Now he's just hoping for number 4. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. To throw, it's Wentz. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards and a 1st down for Philly. A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Wentz will try again on 2nd down. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Wentz to throw again. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Now Wentz, and he connects with Ertz. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the 1st half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the 3rd quarter?
Elliott now to add the extra point. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. So we have come to half. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the 2nd half. Elliott now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make...
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn taking it in as his guys are back within a single score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for two on this one. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone, and a two-point conversion will cut this down to a 6-point game. Needed a couple yards for the two-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. Ertz over the middle. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, with the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn, but it'll be second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From midfield, here's Breeze. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they got some...
Deshaun Jackson off to the races. And all the way down to the 39. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 52 yards. The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. On first down, they run with Howard. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. David Onyemata there on the tackle. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Wentz going to try and throw on third. And this is caught by Jackson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Throwing now is Wentz, and that is caught. It's Aguilar for the Eagle touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch, and the Eagles able to push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Shotgun now for Breeze. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance.
And he's wrapped up, taken down. Back at the 25.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Fletcher Cox picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Now Breeze. And that is incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Eagles' defense able to hold. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed fourth down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. Wentz on the draw, leads it for Sanders. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 43 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Bree's going to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are back.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. Alshon Jeffrey. The 20, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way down to the 3.
Here we go.
Wentz finding his favorite receiver, Jeffrey, on a big one. 64 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be because after a big play like that.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able
Going backwards to the 12. Out of the gun, this is Howard. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal. Shotgun now for Wentz. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. So Breeze and the Saints down by 15. A little under 2.5 to go. They have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning, but they need 2 scores. So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
An interesting defensively because they kept extra deep.
Out of it, I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event.